Hey, it's Mike from Fantasy Genius here to provide a quick explanation of how Super Bowl squares work for those that are unfamiliar. The concept is pretty simple. There's a 10 by 10 grid created, and the two teams have numbers assigned across the rows and the columns. So this year, the Eagles and the Chiefs are playing, and the Eagles get 10 numbers along the top. The Chiefs get 10 numbers going down. And essentially, what you do is you look at the final digit of each team's score, and that's how you determine the intersection that will get you to the winning square. So right now, the score is Eagles 14, Chiefs 3. We can only hope that happens. And you figure out the final digit. For the Eagles, that's 4. For the Chiefs, it's 3. You figure out where those intersect, and that gives you Robert California as the current winner. And that's really it. That's how you figure out who the winning square is in different scenarios. Generally, the way that it works is that squares are paid out, prizes are awarded at the end of each quarter. So let's say you get to the end of the first quarter and it's 14-3, Robert California wins that quarter. Now, let's say that, Chiefs score 6 points in the second quarter and it goes to halftime. Well, now 9-4 wins because the Chiefs now have 9. The Eagles still have 4. The final digit, Janine Teagues wins. It's really that simple. I am biased, but fantasygenius.io is the best site on the internet to run your squares pool. Many other sites you can administer the board, but we deliver real-time updates. So as the Super Bowl is happening, you'll see the board update highlighted in this nice green to let you know who's winning. You can see who might be winning with the next score. And, if you're Tony Soprano and you want to come in here and see which squares are yours, really easy to do that. Now, one really important part of the squares game is that while we can see the numbers in the rows and columns now, when you're picking your squares, you don't know what those numbers are. And that is because if you dive into my guide here, these squares are not created equal. You can see that like 0-6 does a really good job of hitting 3-3, 7-7. You can imagine is much, much better than 5-5. And there are actually some pairs of squares here that have never paid out in all of the Super Bowl. So it's very important that this is obscured when you're picking out your squares, and we handle all of that for you. All right, and that's pretty much it. Super Bowl squares, I've found, have been a really cool way at a Super Bowl party to keep everybody engaged. A lot of people watching the Super Bowl that aren't the biggest football fans, and it's just a nice way. Hey, you've got a square. I'm rooting for the Chiefs to get a field goal here. Bad example for me. I would never root for the Chiefs to score at all. I'm a Broncos fan, but you get the idea. People that are, there for the music and the commercials, those folks might actually start watching the game and kind of get everyone interested. So it's been really fun when I've run them in the past, and a lot of people, will get $1 per square and then donate to charity. It's always a lot of fun. So highly recommend it. And again, unbiased fantasygenius.io. That is where you want to run your board through, and I will link to a demo where we go into detail about how to set it up. All right. See ya.